Tamil Nadu's #1 brand in mobile accessories, Happy Pola. Enjoy your favorite movies and shows with our new level of sounds.
So here we are for yet another episode of Fours and Sixes, and for a change, we are outside. We are in the outdoor setting, and it's a big occasion, and we are prepared for that. India versus England, semi-final of the T20 World Cup, a repeat of 2022. The last time these two teams went in a ICC knockout game, India lost by 10 wickets and came back an agonizing defeat in Australia. A lot has changed since then. Will that be any different? What has changed since then, Kalyani? What do you expect from this particular clash?
First of all, the thing we have to understand is that the setting has changed. The basic thing is that the setting has changed. The Australian bumpy, the pitches are gone, and this is West Indies where who knows? Because every single day there's the expectation of okay, spin will do well here, and then pace comes in and takes all these wickets. So this whatever is happening in West Indies is bringing back the unpredictable cricket, and I guess we are all here for it. Even though this the two semi-finalists from that edition are here again in India and England. But I think that side that won that World Cup back in Australia, there has been changes in that England side. But we compare that to the Indian sides as well. There has been not a lot of changes in that. But whatever changes they have made, it has worked for them. And if semi-final, if the Super 8 match against Australia was any indication, it's all guns blazing all the time. Just go and do your work mentality for Indians right now. And I think that is what is going to be useful for them come semi-final against England.
One of the things that India have succeeded in this edition of the tournament is keep that intent with the bat even when they are batting first, as we saw against the Australia match with Rohit Sharma going all out in the power play, taking on every bowler that came his way. But the question comes as to whether they will be able to replicate the same and succeed at it in a big match where everything is at stake. But there also has been questions about the form of Virat Kohli, who's not been scoring runs. But at the same time, I don't think the team management would be worried because he's sticking to the plan rather than taking up balls and scoring runs as he always does. The team is winning, but is this the perfect scenario for Kohli to put on a show? We've seen him do that previously as well, whether it's the 2014 or 2016.
I think he is the player with most runs in semi-final T20 World Cup, men's T20 World Cup semi-finals, is some 200 plus runs. And I do believe that there is that flick the switch stuff that comes with Kohli, is that higher the pressure, more he is adaptable for those kind of situations to play. And we've seen throughout the tournament is that the intent talk that has been the case with him previously. I think it's either hitting or he's getting out and making the way for whoever is to come the next. So he's doing the team thing instead of looking after how he scores or what is happening. And so far with that intent, India has been able to win all of their matches. So I think it will continue. But one of the best things that happened to India, which was not there in the previous edition, is Jasprit Bumrah. Now, looking back, you realize that how big a hole it was in all of the plans that he was not there, and everyone is doing their job. And I think we talked about Virat's batting also, but I think this is a good opportunity for Ravindra Jadeja to do what his job is to do in that team. He has not been needed as much in the role that he is required to, but it will be a cherry on top if everyone has the more or less that kind of contribution. But I will honestly say that Jasprit Bumrah is the point of difference between India and every other team in this tournament, and how he goes out tomorrow against England will probably once again determine how
can Butler and Salt take him on.
I mean, from the experience that has happened in before, it's a little bit hard. But the good thing about three of these players, Butler and Salt and Jasprit Bumrah, is that their adaptability, they adapt really very well when the time comes. And it will be it's like the saying in who flinches first and who makes most of their opportunities. And the history has shown again and again that whoever finishes first, it's to lose, and that's why. Then again, it's about who adapts it better, and I have a feeling there's going to be a cracking game. England, I don't think England themselves are aware that they are supposed to be in the semi-final. They are a shock entry, I would say. But at least from the England side, I think the war of words has already started. That this Josh Butter has been saying that they'll come aggressively, we will do the same, and that's English cricket for you, and that is what they will bring on. And I think that is the same thing will be from Indian side.
Is there any changes possible? Like Dubey has been struggling. Could India go back to Samson, especially considering the other punt has been doing really well, and they could probably use Samson against England's pacers?
I genuinely don't think this is the formula has been with the teams that actually sometimes that stick with what you know, stick with what you know the best, go on with it, and I don't see any changes happening from Indian side. Neither do I see any changes happening from the England side. So maybe same teams again facing in the semi-final, I think.
Yeah, well, on-field contest is also there. We have to talk about the forecast. It's been raining in Guyana, consistently throughout this month, and this semi-final does not have a reserve day. So they have an extra 4.5 hours to make up after the end of play, and technically it starts at 8 p.m. Indian time and goes on as long as the match ends. But if should the match rain out, should the reserve date doesn't come into play, India will go through based on the net run rate and the number of wins they've had in the group, topping the Super 8s as well. But let's hope against it. Let's have a exciting contest on cards. And we will be here after the match bringing you all the updates. Until then, this is Gomesh signing off with Kalyani.